Well, happy Halloween and or Reformation Day to everyone, depending on either or and both that you might celebrate. Today I am going to be looking at a Halloween related puzzle. This is called March of the Spiders by Niverio. And this was posted on the Cracking the Cryptic Discord server in their monthly puzzle prompt. Every month they have a different theme for puzzles on there, and this month, of course, was spooky puzzles, Halloween related stuff. And this one is supposed to be spiders in the grid here, so it's the March of the Spiders Army. Any rate, rules are normal Sudoku rules, normal killer rules, digits in cages sum to the number in the top left, just like usual. These two have to sum to 11, these two sum to 13. And normal thermometer rules where the digits increase moving away from the bulb towards the tip. The only other thing is I want to remind you that we're trying to get to 500 subs so I can release my puzzle hunt. So tell your friends. And besides that, I am going to give this a try now. Let's see. Let's reset our timer here. And link in the description as usual if you want to try it yourself. And here we go. I wonder whether we should put in our options for the thermometers. Okay, well 17, before we even get to that, 17 has to be 8 and 9. So we can start there. That's easy enough. 6 has to be 1, 5, or 2, 4. There's not too many options there. 11 has quite a few options. 2, 9, 3, 8, 4, 7, 5, 6. And this could be 4, 9, 5, 8, or 6, 7. I'm wondering if the 1, 2, and the 4, 5 are going to help. Well, the 8, 9 gives us a little bit, because this is a maximum of 7 now. So this is 1, 2, 3, or 4. So I'm going to put those in at least, because we know it's limited a little bit. With these 4, don't necessarily have to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, though, because you could do like 9, 8, 7, 6, for example. Or could you? Actually, no, these are more restricted than you'd think. Because these two, so this works for all of them. So I'm just going to pick this one in the middle here, just because it's in the middle. Why not? So let's think about what can happen here. These two cannot both be 9. They could be a maximum of 8 and 9, right? So let's just put in the maximums. One of them would have to be a maximum of 8, which would then make... I'm going to do it a different way, just to make sure I'm thinking about this correctly. I'm going to go ahead and just pick a side and say it goes this way. What's the most we could put in these? 6. So it could be a maximum of 5. But, no, that's not true. Because now what are you going to put in here? You'd have 8, 7, 6. Right, okay. So here's the way to think about it. One of these could be 9. The other one would have to be a maximum of 8. Knowing one is a maximum of... Well, neither one can be a 9. And one... Right, it doesn't even matter that one has to be 8. Forget what I said. My brain's still thinking this through. Okay, so 9. These 3 all have to be different. 8, 7, 6, 5 is the maximum those could be, which would put a maximum of 4 here. So these, in fact, are 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. Now, knowing that one of these is a 4, right? And so whichever one is a 4 is going to have 5, 6, 7, 8 in these 4. Which is going to put a 9 in one of these 4. It can't be right there. So this cannot be a 4. Because whichever one is a 4 is going to have a 9. Yeah, it's going to have a 9 right above it. So the 9 and the 4 are going to be right next to each other. And they're also going to have 5, 6, 7, 8 here. So if this was a 9. So you're going to have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 all in a row on one of the, actually one of these 3 down here because we already ruled it out of this one. But on one of these 3, you're going to have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, if it was this one, you couldn't put 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 6, 5. So you can't do it right there. Down here, you need either 9, 4, 8, 5, or 6, 7. So you can't do it on that one. So this one has to be the 4 and the 9. And 5, 6, 7, 8, which means this is not 1, 5, it's 2, 4. So we've got the 4. Perfect. These are 1 and 3 over here. So now we know this can't be 8, 3. Oh, we can also actually, we can do better than that. These cannot be 5. These cannot be 8. There has to be a 9 in one of these 2. Now, can we do better than that? What about the 3? Let's imagine this one is the 3 now. These would have to be 4, 5, yeah, they'd have to be bigger than 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, right? If this was the 3, these would have to be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I think actually the one to look at is probably down here because the 13 has fewer options than the 11. So the 13 needs to have, here, I'm just going to write out our options. 4, 9, 8, 5, 6, 7. Those are the options for the 13. So it has to have a 4, 5, or a 6 in it. And a 7, 8, or 9. So, but the 9 isn't going to really be a problem because the 9 could be down here. But has to have a 4, 5, or a 6. So we need 4 different digits here. Plus that are going to be somewhere between 4 and 9 because this is at least 3, right? Well, no, 4 and 8 because we can't put a 9 in here. They got to be bigger than 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 5 digits. You're going to use 1 in the 13 cage. You're going to use a second one in the 13 cage unless it's 4, 9. So this can't be a 3, essentially. Because if that's a 3, these are 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, it could, though. It could be. If this was 4, 9, you could have 5, 6, 7, 8. No, because this one also has to be bigger than 4 because of the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bulbs. So we've already got 5 of them that have to be bigger than this cell. These 5. Plus another one in here. So we need at least 6. Yeah, so this can't be a 3. It could be a 2, though, I think. As long as this was 4, 9. If this is not 4, 9, then you have to have a 1 here. Okay. I'm going to delete those. So we know the 3 is up here. Whichever one has the 3 has to have 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 across these cells. Right, and we can't do that up here because of the 8 here. So this has to be the 3. These are, well, all of these here are 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, which then means this has to be 9 and 2. And this is 1 and 3 over here. These cannot be, these 2 cannot be 8. These 2 cannot be 4. We know there's a 5 in one of these, so we actually can't have a 5 in any of these. And now, knowing that a 5 has to be on one of these 2, the 4 has to be on its, because if you have 5 and 3 on the thermometer, the 4 has to go in between. So this cannot be a, oh, it can't be a 4 anyways, because of that 4. Right, this can't be 3. Now, the 8, 9 up here means, but these could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if that was a 2. That would be okay. So that's okay. But look at this. 2's here, 2's here. So we know there's a 2. There's 1s and 2's in there. Actually, we could see that just by looking at this box anyways. But I was seeing it because we have 1's there and we have 2's here. But that's 1, 2, 3. Um, there's 8s here. Oh, not necessarily 8s there though. This could be 8. I was gonna say so we know there's a 9 in one of these. And if we knew there was a 9 in one of those, we can't have a 9 here. So this can't be 8. We could have a 9 here, but I don't know that we have to, because one of these is 5, 4. So the other one is going to have to be 6, 7. If this is the 7, this would be 8. This is the 7. This could be 8 or 9, actually. Well, this is 7, 8, or 9. This is 7, 8, or 9. We know that much. This is 6, 7, or 8, because it has to be bigger than that. It can't be 9. This one is 6, 7, 8, or 9. And we know there's a 9 over here, but we can't say for sure that it's on there yet, I don't think. Not that I'm seeing anyways. There might be a way to do it, but okay, can we do better than this? So this one could be the 2 if it has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one, if this is the 2, these would have to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If it's, oh no, you could still do it. The 4 would have to be over here though, wouldn't it? We can't put the 4 there. But you could do 2, 3, 4, and then this is, or the 4 could be over here. This is 4, 9. Then you can have 4, 9. Then you can have 3, 4, 5. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what you'd have across here. Four, 9. These would be 1 and 2. To put a 1 and a 2 up there, but I think that's okay. We know there's a 4 over here. It's these 4s. Okay, so what else? I can't quite figure out which one's the 1 and which one's the 2. But we know you can't put a 1 anywhere on here. And we also can't put a 1 in the 13 cage. So there's definitely a 1 over here. Now 2, the only place you could put a 2 is one of those. The only way you could do that is if this is a 1. But I think that's still possible. 1, 2. So there's a 1 there. 1 there. So we've got 1's limit. So 1 has to be up here. If this is not 4 and 9, if it's 8, 5, or 6, 7, then this has to be a 1. But I'm not sure how to... 8, 9. These could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that would work. If this was the 2. Okay, well, we know these are 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, what are we supposed to be seeing next? 4, 5, 6, 4. There's fours here. These are 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I want to say there has to be a 9 in one of those, but I don't know that that's necessarily true. If this was not a 9, then you would have no 8 there. This would be an 8. This is not a 9. This is an 8. Well, this one can't be an 8. We know that much. The 8, 9 there. That was an 8. Then you'd have... This one can't be a 7. Four, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. We know one of these is 8, 9. If this is 8, 9, then that would have to be a 6 or a 7. Now that's interesting. So one of these two is an 8, right? And whichever one it is going to rule out the 8 at the end there, as well as the 9. If it's this side, if it's 8, 9, then you can't have 8 or 9 there. And if it's 8, 9 here, then you can't have an 8 there. So one of these two is going to be a 6 or a 7. But wait a minute. What about... If this is 2, are we having problems with 9s in columns 2 and 8? I feel like we are. So if this is 2, we said this would have to be 4, 9. So you wouldn't be able to have a 9 here, here, or here. Those would all be ruled out if there were 9s here. Because we'd have 9s here and here. The 9 would have to be up there. But if this is 2, you'd have 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. But you could put the 8 in the middle there still, couldn't you? Three, 5, 6, 7. If we knew there was an 8 on one of these, there would have to be a 9 on one of these. And then you'd know there was a 9 in one of these two, essentially, which would rule out the 4 and the 9. But I think if you had the 2 here, you could do 3, 5, 6, 7, and put the 8 in the middle there. Right. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Perfect. So that's the thing to look at. If this is a 2, this has to be 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the 4 and the 9, right? And then this pushes that 4, 9 would push the 9 over here. But if this is 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're not going to have a 9 at the end because there's a 9 here and a 9 here, that puts the 8 in the middle, which means this can't be 8. That 8 forces a 9 there, but we have a 9 here. So this cannot be 2. It has to be 1. And now this one's 2. So this is not 3. This has to be 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Which puts 1 and 2 over here. 1's here. 2's here. I mean, you have 1 and 2 over here. Now, um, now what can we do? So 1, so these are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. There's a lot of options there. These cannot be 2, 2. This cannot be 8. So now the question is, could this still be 4, 9? Let's see. Hold on. We can do better up here. There we go. So one of these two is a 3. But we don't know where the 4 is yet. Okay, back down here. Could this still be 4, 9? Now that we get rid... Oh, well, the 1. That makes this 2 and 1. Okay. Let's do that. Could this still be 4, 9? That's the question. If this is 4 and 9, then there's a 9 over here. Which then means you can't have a 9 on the end, so you can't put an 8 in here. This would have to be the 8. Which would still force the 9 there, right? So you still can't do 4, 9 here. So this cannot be 4, 9. It has to be 5, 8 or 6, 7. Which is going to eliminate 5, 8 or 6, 7 from these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 7 options, but 2 of them have to be in here. So that's going to be, we're going to have to use all of the options on here, which means this has to be 1 and 9. Right, and so this is not 9. This is not 8. That's not 7. That means this is 9. It has to be the 8. Now you've got 5, 6, 7 across here. We have a 4, 5, 6, 7 quadruple. That makes this an 8. So this is not 8. This is not 8. 4, 6, 7. This one cannot be 7 because it has to be smaller than this 7 here. 4, 6 pair gives us a 5, 7 pair. 8, 8, 9. That 9 gives us the 2 and the 9, which is going to give us this 1 and 2. And that 1 gives us the 3 and the 1. Very nice. 4. Oh, this can't be 8 anymore, which means this can't be 7. So this is 5. That one's 7. This is 8 or 9. We have an 8, 9 pair now, so this can't be an 8. It has to be a 7. We can also get rid of the 1, or the 9 there, giving us the 1 and the 9. That 1 gives us that 3 and 1. The 9 is going to give us the 8 and the 9 up here. The 7 gives us the 6 here, which will give us 5, 7. 5 here has to be smaller going down the thermometer, so that's 4 and 6. This is not 4. All right, now what's in here? 4, 6, and 7. And over here we have 5, 8, and 9. This one can't be 8 or 9. Has to be the 5. This can't be 5 or 8. This one can't be 5. This 6. This can't be 4. It has to be bigger than that one. Excuse me. This can't be 8. Okay, what else can we do down here? We can still have 5, 8, or 6, 7 here, can't we? But we know there's a 2 in the middle here, for sure. The 3 doesn't necessarily have to go out here, though. It could be 2 and 3 in the center here, but these can't be 4s. And they also can't be, this one can't be a 7, because it has to be smaller than that one. This one could still be 8, 7. No, because we have 8, 5, or 6, 7 here, so we can't do 8 and 7. So that can't be 7, because it would force an 8 there. 5, 8, 6, 7. This could be 6, 7 here, though. No, if this is 6, 7, right, so this is, we have 5, 6, 7, and 8 in these 3 cells, so we can only use one more of 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this can't be 6, 7, so this can't be 6. And if this was 6, it would force a 7 or an 8 out there, so this can't be 6. Actually, these can't even be 5s, can they? Because again, 5, 6, 7, 8, and these 3. If this is a 5, we also have to have a 6, 7. We'd have 5, 6, 7, and 8 in 5 cells. This can't be a 5, and same over here. So these are a 2, 3 pair. So these are not 3s. And now one of these is a 4. This one can't be 6 or 7. This can't be 6. Oh, the 9 there gives us the 8 and the 9. There we go. This can't be 7 because the 7 down here. What do we have left in the column here? What can this be? This one right here. It has to be bigger than 4 at least. It can't be... So 1, 2, 3. So it has to be at least 5. So 5, 6, 7. No, it can't be 7. It can't be 7, 8, or 9. So it's a 5, 6. We have a 5, 6 pair. That gives us a 2, 4 up there. This is a 5 or a 6. So this can't be an 8 because it has to be smaller than the 6. And so now the 8 is in the cage over here. So it's a 5, 8 cage. This is not a 5. This is not a 5. It's a 4. This is not a 4. We have a 6, 7 pair. 4, 6, 7 triple here leaves us with 3 and 9, I think. Yep, 3 and 9. So this can't be 9. Oh, it couldn't be 9 anyways, yeah. These 9s here. 3s puts a 3 over here. I guess these 3 are 3, 4, 6, 7. This obviously can't be 3 or 4. Oh, it has to be... Right, so this is 6 or 7. This one has to be bigger. It can't be an 8 or a 9. This has to be 7 and 6. Which gives us a 3, 4 pair there. That's not a 4. 6, 7 pair gives us the 4 there. That 6 gives us a 7 there. These are not 7s now. So now in row 2, the only place for a 7 is right there. This can't be 5 because it has to be smaller than that one. 5, 6, 3, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, where do we want to look next? Oh, the 4 here. It's going to give us the order of that 3 and 4. What do we have left in these? 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. These two can't be 9s. This one can't be 5 or 6, so it's an 8. Now we got a 5, 6, 9 triple across here. That's interesting. So that leaves us 3 and 8, and the 8 up there is going to give us the order of those. These are 2, 5, and 6. So they have to have a 2 in them. That one's not 5. This one's not 6. The 4 here gives us 5, 6, 5, 2, 6. Nope. 5 here. These are not 5. The 6 there, 6, 9, or 9 and 6. This is now not 5 or 6 because of the 5, 6 down here, so it's a 3, 4. That 3 is going to give us the order of the 2 and the 3. The 2 will give us the 1 and the 2 there. This 7 down here gives us the 6. Ooh, whoa. Click too many times. 6 and 7. Still don't know the 5 and 8 there. We got up here 2, 4, and 7, I think. This one's not 2. Now we have a 2, 4, 7 triple. Again, unexpected. 1 and 3 there. Now, have we finished? Oh, okay, right here. It has to be bigger than 7, and it can't be a 9, so it has to be 8, which will give us the 5 and the 8. Now, to finish off the column, we have a 4. That fixes our 2 and 4 and our 2. This one's not a 2. That 4 also gives us the 7 and the 4. What's left in the column here? 5 and 6, and the 6 there gives us the order of those. That 6 gives us 5 and 6. Mistyping all over the place today. It's all right. It happens. Let's see. What's in the column here? 3, 4, 5, 8 and 9. And the 8 there will give us the order of those. And now that 9, 3, 9. The 3 is going to give us the 1 and the 3. And now we just need the 1 and the 7. Looks good to me. Timer stopped. Perfect. All right, there we go. That was really fun. It was really cool how these thermos, they seemed almost too like there were too many options at first because they're only four cells long, and a four cell thermo usually doesn't give you very much information. But because of how they were, um, these across here, and then the fact that they were all lined up, so these cells kind of in between were sort of above the head, I guess, riding on the spider. Maybe you could think of it. Um, yeah, that was just really cool how that all worked. And then the cages on the sides interacted well. I liked how it wasn't like, oh, you solve the thermo and now you use the cages to disambiguate, or you solve the cages and use the thermos to disambiguate. They really did work together. It was you had to have the cages and the thermos working together to get any digits at all. So that was really cool. So that was March of the Spiders by Niverio. Very fun puzzle. Thank you for that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you thought, how you did with it. And I'll see you all again soon with another puzzle. Happy Halloween and Reformation Day. Thanks. Bye.